Well, I'll tell you what.
What are you doing showing that kind of clip? You doctored that tape.
Well, I wouldn't know, because you kept standing in my way and I couldn't see anything. Now, get out of here. We've got to talk about the Coliseum last... Will you shut up and let us get into this? Monday night at the Mid South Coliseum, we have coming up what is going to be a night. Yeah,
it is. It's going to be the last blast from the Coliseum. And the opening match, this one right here, where they've had some classic matches. Miss Texas goes against Samantha one more time at the Coliseum.
It's going to be a last blast. 25 years at the Mid South Coliseum. There have been some great nights there, and there's plenty of them that we can remember, and we're looking forward to this one coming up Monday night. There will be 5 matches involved in the USWA Tag Team Tournament because the crown was opened up when Dundee lost to Loser Leave Town. He and Lawler had the belts, and of course that means they are vacated and open, and there will be a 5-match tournament going on, and the teams will be Brickhouse Brown and Reggie B. Fine, Bart Sawyer and Flex Cavana, Tony Falk and the Punisher will be in.
Men on a Mission's King Mabel and Sir Mo. Get ready, the Moondogs will be there. Tommy, Wildfire, Rich, and Dangerous Doug Gilbert. Those are the teams entered in the tag team tournament.
They, of course, will carry us all the way down to the finals, and we'll be looking forward to that final match to determine who is going to be the new tag team champions. Additionally, a return match when Jerry the King Lawler and Cyberpunk Fire go at it. I hope
with Scott Bowden.
Yeah, with Scott Bowden.
Lawler is putting up 5,000. Cyberpunk Fire has agreed that if he loses, then he will stand in the middle of the ring and peel that mask off, Dave.
That's exactly right. Scott Bowden being in Lawler's corner. Don't like the looks of it. Don't like him out here right now, but he will be there on a trial basis, Lawler says. We saw the kind of trial he got. Distraction a little bit earlier here.
I'll add one other don't like. I don't like you, and that's all there is to it.
I would like for you to finish the card. Get to it, old man. Come on.
We're doing this.
Why don't you just get out of here and let us do our job? There will be the finals of the USWA Tag Team title match. Boy, I'm telling you. You got my permission. Go get that son of a gun and get him out of here. And the final main event is going to be a unified world heavyweight title. Double J Jeff Jarrett against Too Sexy Brian Christopher. We had that match interrupted in here last week, unfortunately. Thank you for coming out here and getting that guy away from me.
Lance, this guy's really getting on my nerves real bad. See, I got 2 good friends named PG-13 that put this guy out of business one time, and I happen to like PG-13. And I happen to like you, Lance, and you know what? This idiot right here is coming out here disrespecting you. And you know what gets on my nerves worse than anything? In this business, you're supposed to have respect for the people that paved our way. See, and this guy right here paved our way, whether you want to believe it or not. And you need to show him some respect, Scott Bowden.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't have respect for anything of any kind.
I respect Jerry the King Lawler. That's who I respect.
Look, I tell you what I want to do, Lance. I've been thinking. That match that I just agreed to, he's going to be in Jerry Lawler's corner.
That's true.
Now, Lance, you're a good golfer, aren't you?
Well, I play golf.
You golf a lot? You've golfed with the king, hadn't you?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's true.
I tell you what, I want to offer you this. All the years guys have come out here and run you down, and you can't do nothing about it because you're an announcer, and you're professional, and you don't do that. I want to offer you this. That golf club of yours, you know that big Bertha driver you got? I want you to come down Monday night and sit in my corner and drive it up his rear end.
I would love it.
You be in my corner and take that driver and just...
Fire, I appreciate the thought about it, and nothing would give me greater pleasure than to be able to do something like that with that Scott Bowden. But, hey, I got to be honest with you. Jerry Lawler and I go back a long way. We've had our agreements and disagreements and all of that. But when he was still in high school, and he sent Art into the show in here, and we got kind of, and I feel like we kind of helped get him started in it. Over the years, we've had a friendly relationship. We socialize together. We play golf together. And frankly, it's between you and Lawler in there. Now, this guy right here, I'd like to do something about that. I appreciate the thought of it. I've made it a policy. Will you get out of here?
Who are you kidding, Lance? I was tearing up here and you talk about your close relationship. I'm sure you think you're kind of like a grandfather to Jerry Lawler. Or maybe a great-great-grandfather anyway.
All right, hey.
That has nothing to do with it. The bottom line is, you're scared of me, aren't you, Lance?
No, I'm not scared. I'll tell you one thing. I don't get involved in any of this stuff, but I'll guarantee you one thing. I'm not scared of you. I may be an old man, but I can tell you what, with a driver or a pitching wedge, I can take care of you.
Right up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I'd love
See
to
how
see
he's doing?
that.
See how he's doing?
I would love to see that, Lance.
Now look, don't come out here and start this stuff. Will you get out? I'm going to get security. I'll get Randy Hale, somebody, and get you out of here. We don't need you around here.
Yeah, right now you're on Social Security, aren't you, Lance Russell? Come on, old man. Come on. He's offered, and I'm challenging you.
I'm not interested. I'm not.
He's getting satisfaction out of running that big fat trap of his.
Yeah,
Don't
he
let him
sure
do that.
is.
Don't let him do that.
I want it to be settled between Fire and Jerry the King Lawler. But you, I got to tell you, we don't need you. Why don't you just not show up
Tell you
down?
what, the hotline's gonna have a field day with this, aren't they, Lance Russell? Everybody's at the hotline. I'm gonna have a field day with this one, aren't you?
Listen, will you stop running your mouth and get out of here? I'll tell you one thing about it. It wouldn't take much for me to be right down there to see that you don't interfere. Let them take care of the action inside the ring.
Lance, so if I kind of shove you a little bit,
All right, now keep your hands off of me.
Cross the line.
Bowden, get out of here. I don't need it. Hey, I don't need this guy. Come on, Fire. Hey, just make sure that this guy gets out.
Harder this time.
Hey, will you quit? I'll tell you one thing, Bowden. That's it. All I need to do is to be in the corner. I'm not having anything to do with the match. I'm not going to be tripping up anybody. All I want to do is be down there, and I will have a driver down there with me. Big smart mouth. That's all there is to it. Hey, listen, Jerry. Has nothing to do with you. But you associate yourself with one of the biggest mouth son of a guns I've ever been around. I've been around a lot of guys for a long time that manage.
You and I are pals, but you're making a big mistake because Scott Bowden will knock your lights out.
Well,
and when he does, I can't help it.
If he gets within the distance of that, get that guy out of here. Let's take a break and we'll be back. Coliseum.